Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today I'm back with another video for y'all. And what we're going to be discussing is basically a how-to cop for the upcoming N7 SB Dunk Low Sense that is now loaded up on sneakers. Yesterday, when I was making the video, I just had to edit in that these had loaded up, and now we're here kind of discussing how you guys could potentially cop this pair of Sense. It is now here. We're at drop day, and going to be discussing a couple details of this one in particular. So if y'all want more content like this, feel free to check our Instagrams or any of that down below. And if you guys again are interested, you can see everything we offer right here on our website. This is my group I run with my friend, and we can help you cop more sneakers for less. That is what we offer to people. This is our Instagram page, and you can see some success we had on Yeezy Day along with our free app for members, and you can see some of the things that you're able to do for any sneaker. You can check for any size, how many daily sales it has, weekly sales, best sizes to sell, most profitable ones for any sneaker. And another feature on our app, again, personalizing your pings, so you can see all the stuff we offer, and you can choose what you get notifications for, and you won't miss out on any useful info. We dropped a lot of early info today on some upcoming drops on Nike, some really good stuff on the way, so don't miss out. Hope y'all will enjoy, and we'll have free ACO for these and other SBs on the way. So, and don't forget our undermarket sneaker deals. I dropped these gray fogs for way under market. Size 11 goes for like $210. We dropped them for $160. Tons and tons of profitable clothing backdoors also, but now let's get back into it. So first things first, again, you guys can see there's two colorways that are going to be releasing at the same time. You can enter for both. For anybody that is curious, it's not going to limit you to which one you can enter for. They're separate, listings. I guess you could say that on sneakers. They're as two separate, entries. So it's not like you're going to be limited to choosing one or the other. And also one thing I want to mention is that as of right now, these are not showing as draws. If you go on, sneakers app on your phone right now, it might have changed, by the time this video is out, but it is showing as available at 10 a.m., which means you're going to have like 3 or 4 minutes to enter really, and you're going to want to be as quick as possible. Some accounts you can wait maybe like a minute or two, but you're really going to want to be quicker rather than slower. And you can also see one thing that I kind of like about these now. I know a lot of people are wishing that these SBs did have the fat tongue and some other details that are not present on this pair, but it is a lower retail price by a little bit, $110 retail instead of $120, so that is a little bit nicer. Since in some of the recent SBs like the RTJs, those were $140, so some have been a little bit more expensive. So seeing these being a little bit cheaper is kind of nice. And for anybody curious about Resell, they aren't on StockX yet, but they are on GOAT, and the prices are extremely nice. I feel like most people that are kind of into sneakers would know that these would be good to go for, just because they're very unique. These stand out. I mean, look at the red translucent soles on these. Of course, you got N7. Their brand logo is also on the back right here, as you all can see. So a lot of things that stand out, and of course the floral pattern. Like this pair for summer is going to be, look at that. This embroidery is very, very well done. So these over time going to be definitely a great play, a good one to hold on to, and also one just like right off the bat that is going to flip well, 100%. Both colorways, I'm not doubting that. Look at that. That is extremely well done. So Nike definitely put some effort into this, and this is just a sick collaboration. The insoles are unique on both pairs. My favorite one is probably the red one, just because it stands out a little bit more. But also, I rock with red a little bit more. That's just my style. And the soles on these also, just like the second I saw the soles on these, I was like in love with this pair. I was like, man, I haven't seen something like this before. Like red bottoms on some SBs. It's cool. It's very unique, and I like what Nike has done with SB this year. Maybe I can try and get both for the collection. I think that'd be cool. Retail price a little bit more affordable, so we will try and hit both. Of course, if you want to learn how to increase your chances as a manual user, that's something we can teach you down below. Maybe you want to learn how to buy anything like that. We can of course show you the basics, but again, this is gonna be one I'm predicting a little bit lower stock for it, since it did load up quickly. Again, we're right now, what is June 12th, so already 3 days away from drop day. There hasn't been too many raffles really posted for this pair. I'm gonna try and look up some for you all in this video, but there really isn't any that have really been posted other than skate shops. So check your local skate shops. They may be posting it up, but there isn't many that are really getting these pairs. So kind of understanding that, I feel like this collaboration is a little bit more limited, and with the prices already being a little bit higher, it not even being on StockX, stuff like that, it's kind of like how the Dornbecker lows were. It reminds me of that a little bit, because those like appeared on StockX quickly, then they dropped in price for a couple weeks. Now they're back up at being like a $300-$400 sneaker. So we'll kind of see with this one. And if you actually want to look at app pricing right now, again, you can see very high prices. This one, all sizes, above pretty much at a range of 320 to 400, and this one right here at a range of again, pretty much the same thing, 320 to 380-ish. This one doesn't have, you know, any at 400 other than like a 14, but that's probably extremely rare on this SB. But overall, there isn't one that I'm necessarily saying is going to be better to go for. If you get either one as a reseller, it's going to be a really good flip, or either one for the collection. To be honest, if I got, you know, the black pair, I try and trade it for the red. If I got the red pair, maybe I try and trade it for the black one. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to be definitely going for my size on both, and I'll give a couple sneakers tips, you know, a little bit later into this video. We'll actually probably get into that next, just kind of discussing, you know, what you can do to potentially improve your chances. But as you can see by the resale prices, a very, very hyped SB Dunk Low, dropping a little bit after the fragment Dunk Lows the day after. So we got the fragments and then these, and then some shocks potentially on the way. Already have all the info for it on the potential pairs and hype labs. So if you're in there, you won't miss out on that. But it just seems like, you know, we have lots of things that are loading up all of a sudden. And that's just kind of how Nike has been recently. They just, you know, post the releases up all of a sudden. They haven't really been giving us a lot of notice, which I don't know why, but, you know, that's just, I guess, their style now. They don't want, you know, botters to have as much time to prepare, but they need to realize it doesn't take a lot of time for people to set up. So, you know, people are going to be, it's going to be a heavily botted release. I can easily predict that, but very good flip. I will say that, not one to sleep on. So aside from that, let's also get into some other details. Again, as you guys can see, both dropping at the exact same time, same type of you know, drop. And let me know which one of your pairs is your favorite down below. Out of my favorite's the red one, but is your favorite, you know, kind of this black floral pair? Or are you with like the red floral pair? What would you choose? What would you rock? Let me know in the comments. But aside from that, let me give you guys a couple more tips for sneakers. So I'm going to link this video down below. It's a sneakers tip video I made, like specific just to discussing sneakers, not like a particular release like this one. So if you want to check this, it'll give you a lot of general sneakers tips. Heavily recommend. It's in the, you guys can check that right there in the description. I'll pin that for you all. But also, we can run through a couple tips right now. So first things first, on each one of your sneakers accounts, you need to have a different phone number, different email, and also a different payment method on each one. And also your address needs to be jigged across each account. If you need to learn how to do that, again, that's something else we can teach you. If you want to join the waitlist right there, we'll get you in before this releasing, you know, really teach you how to make sure your accounts are right, or get you, you know, more accounts, whatever you would like to learn. But basically each account, one main thing, it needs to have a different payment method across it. So for example, privacy.com, they also have an app on the App Store, Privacy. You guys can download that, and they basically allow you to connect your debit card or bank account, and you can generate virtual cards off that. And basically the virtual cards are connected to your account or debit card, and you can then put one card, right, one VCC that you would generate, and you can generate like 10, 15, 50, however many you would want, and one VCC per account basically, and it would count as one payment method per account. And they would basically just if you hit on any of the virtual cards, it would just charge your debit card or bank account, whatever is connected on Privacy. So very cool little feature right there. I'm sure some of you are already familiar with how Privacy works. You can also use text verified if you want to, you know, if you don't have a bunch of phone numbers to use. Of course, I just use my family, you know, my family members and my friends' phone numbers, and also just get, you know, other people, you know, at random just to, you know, verify for me sometimes, whoever has a number. But if you don't, you know, have people around you with, you know, a lot of numbers, then of course use text verified. You can buy Nike verifications here, and you can also buy just you can look up SMS verification. You can pretty much buy them online from different places. So that's another tip I have as well. And then of course the Chrome users tip. Don't forget, this is a classic tip I've mentioned for a while. You can go here in top right, and then you can actually add, as you guys can see, the add button right here. You can click add, and then boom, you can add one Chrome user. So if I were to go here, right, look at that, one Chrome user, I could open another, and right, and each one could, you know, handle a Nike account. Now I would just have BP proxy switcher on each one. So again, I could paste one proxy into each one. And if you were just, you know, doing this for like 5 accounts, you wouldn't need proxies. But if you're doing it for like 10, 15, yeah, you're gonna need proxies. But don't forget our feature that we also have in Hype Labs that prevents you from having to, you know, do all that confusing process. You can see the splash feature right here with our autofill tool. It just allows you to basically just open up a tab, and each one will already have a proxy on it. So all you have to do is just have a Nike account on it, and then each browser that you open up that is, you know, new or unique, you can log into a Nike account on it, and they will all, you know, not be visible as, you know, on the same Wi-Fi address, if that makes sense. So don't miss out. And yeah, that's pretty much some more advice I can give about sneakers, but also another general tip I have. So for example, if you have a regular size you target or buy on your account, make sure you guys are, you know, going for that on this release. Don't really change anything up. Just go for your normal size is what I recommend. Also, if you usually just enter right at the start, wait a minute or two. You know, just be a little bit patient. Don't I mean, for this one, don't wait like 2-3 minutes, but wait maybe like 30 seconds. Wait a minute. Just don't enter right at the start, because a lot of people, that's the only thing they do, is they just enter right away. But sometimes, like, wait a second. Sometimes it might be a little bit better to give it a second, not put your entry in right away. And that's a really good tip for the draws. You got the full 10 minutes. You don't need to, go in before it even hits the 9-minute mark. You know what I mean? If they're giving you 10 minutes, use it. So that's the main thing I'll mention for draws. But even for these types of releases, you can just wait a sec and then, go ahead and enter. Also, Apple Pay is definitely the best. I would say, it's easiest for them to verify, your payment method, and it just, confirm it quickly. Also, make sure your billing details are correct. That's another very important tip I recommend. And also, stock numbers. That's something that we have in our group, and it can show you kind of what sizes will have more stock and which ones won't have any stock at all. So you might be entering this whole time, you've been entering for a size that has no stock, right? And that's the reason you aren't hitting, is because you're entering for sizes that just don't have any pairs. So if you obviously have access to stock numbers, then you'll be able to see what sizes to go for based off which ones have more pairs, etc. So that's another tip I have for you guys, and that's really what I can recommend for this release. Again, it is not loaded up on sneakers. Well, it is loaded up on sneakers. It's not loaded up on StockX, to show you all resell there. But that's for the better at the moment. I mean, you can see prices are doing much better with that being the case. So yes, this is a limited pair. Will it rise over time? I mean, it depends if it stays at 350 or not. If it stays at 350, it's not going to rise. If it drops to 200, it's going to go back to 350 pretty quickly. So that's all I will say. Again, don't forget to check us out down below at Hype Labs. You can see everything we offer here and much more. Don't forget our free autofill, free app for members. There's tons and tons of things we have there. So I hope to see you all on the wait list. And again, you can see everything right here. And we also have tons and tons of guides being added. You can always, and these are the regions we're available for. Don't forget Canada, Europe, Asia, wherever you are globally, we are here to help you out as a reseller. So that is it. And yeah, again, don't forget our free app wherever you are. That is also global access. So don't miss out. And we got some more undermarket deals coming tonight. I'm actually about to do that in like an hour or so, a little bit less than an hour. So yeah, we're gonna be busy, but of course, that's always for members, getting them the deals. So I'm gonna end the screen recording of Tristan. Thank you guys. Let me know what you think about these SBs on the way. Huge pair, gonna be hard to get. Fragments, then these. I mean, yeah, we got 3 great pairs. I guess, including both colorways. 3 great pairs in a very short amount of time. So catch you guys then in the next video. Peace.